Yes, I would like to start my live stream now. But it still doesn't say I'm live. Oh, restream. Oh, add. Oh, that says live. Am I live? Oh my god. Yes, I would like to start. Ooh! I think I did it. Oh boy. There was apparently a little button that I was kind of missing. Oh, that's so funny. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Apparently there was a button that I had to press something or other, and I couldn't find it, but now I have. Hello everyone. Oh boy. Oh, it could be I'm watching my computer over there. My computer is over there, and my webcam is over here. Now I'm just wondering, hey Whispering Cauldron, I'm just wondering how much lag there is, because there's lots of lag. So I'm not even sure if this is, you know, kind of working okay or not. I'm wondering, Whispering Cauldron, can you hear me okay? Is my audio working? It could be that there's a bit of lag between my face camera, my laptop camera for the face, and the webcam that's above me so I can show stuffies. Seems fine. Phew! Hi Lanaya! Whew, okay. So, maybe I should just say first that English is my second language, so you could hear some European accent things going on, because Dutch is actually my first language. So I will try to keep my pronunciation as good as possible. Phew. Oh wow, now I see my hands shaking there. That's weird. Wow. Okay, so I'm in live chat, I think. Yes. I am in live chat. Okay, that's good. Do I need to change anything else? Live chat things. Okay. So, oh, I forgot my tea. Can you imagine? My tea. Hold on, just 1 second. Hold on. It's just here. I'm not running far. Not running far. I suddenly noticed a bit of a dry throat, so I was like, whew. Okay. I've got quite a few things here. Oh, wow, I'm still in my kitchen over there. That's fun. So I've got quite a few things here on my desk that you can't see here yet. And taking notes, oh dear. So my first idea was to show kind of how my divination journey has been, you know, from when I was a teen till now. And what I'm going to start first with is this. Okay, I need to hold on a minute because I can't see yet. I can't see from my own screen yet where my cards are actually laying. This is the Lenormand deck. It's originally French. Oh wow, this is, I think I might need to zoom in. It's kind of tiny. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Nope, not that one. Okay, apparently I can't seem to zoom. Oh, yes I can. Okay, so now I need to wait. I need to check on my OBS if I'm actually zooming in or not, which is hilarious. Oh no, that's okay. I need to zoom in a little bit. There, okay, that's going to be a bit better. So I needed to check in my OBS where everything was going and stuff. Okay. So this is not the original deck where I did my first readings with, but it's the same kind. My mother used this deck for love readings, health readings, all kinds of readings really. She even did readings on people and then put the answer in an envelope and sent them to them. So she, you know, she practiced divination. She also did pendulum readings on pictures, so I'm just hoping that my camera isn't too far off. I won't touch it. If it's a bit askew, sorry, but I won't touch it. So anyway, this is the Lenormand deck that I bought when I was 18. So that's the first deck that I bought when I was 18. I did readings with the same kind of deck when I was 14, 15, 16. So this box is, how old is this box? 17 years old. This box is 17 years old, but still going strong. And there's always a little leaflet in here. Some little, it's in Dutch. This one is in Dutch, so, but Lenormand is, how should I say this? It's a different system than tarot. It's a totally different system. You work with keywords and combinations. So anyway, I put this deck back in order. So this is like the original French one. It even has some cartomancy in here. This is the rider, for example. The clovers. Sometimes I really need to check with myself what's the translation in English, because but I think something that can help, because I bought the Pagan Lenormand a while back. Oh, it's the rider, but it doesn't have rider on it. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't have any keywords on it. Okay, never mind. I thought there were keywords on it, but apparently there aren't. Okay, so this is the original deck that I gave readings with when I was 14 to my then boyfriend. It was quite funny. Well, funny. Afterwards, it was funny because I was looking at the cards. I had this big grand tableau on the table, and I could see what was going on. I was like, ooh, okay, interesting. But I wasn't really sure of my intuition. I wasn't really sure of, let's pull some cards, show some cards meanwhile. I wasn't really sure of my own interpretation because I didn't really know the deck then. So for me I was like, yeah, no. And then I actually went to the little white book, as they call it. I went to the little white book, looked it up before I said anything, and I was like, oh, this is right, okay. This is right too, okay. So he was, you know, the girl he was with, the woman he was with was not the right person, the woman with dark hair, which was me. And he would meet another person at a large building, a blonde woman that, you know, that would be better suited for him, and, you know, things like that. And I met him again after a few months later. And he had met a blonde woman, and he did make a change in his education that he was doing at the university. So yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah, doubt and intuition, oh my goodness. Especially also because the problem with me is that, well, problem, between parentheses, problem. I've been through phases, so I've been through phases in my teen years. I've been through phases in my year, you know, when I was in my 20s, and then I quit again, you know, push it all away, and I started again 2017, somewhere around end of 2017 I started again, something like that, or beginning. So, but anyway, these are just the cards of the Lenormands, 36 cards, no more, no less. And the important thing, like for example, you know, you can see here, you just see the ring. It's not, you know, a ring on the hand of a woman. You know, there's people who do cards like that, but for me, oh, I'm going too high. But for me, it is easier to just see, you know, I just see the book, for example. If it's open or closed, that can mean different kind of things. It can mean, you know, a secret about to be revealed. Book closed is a secret that won't be revealed, you know, things like that. So this is the man, 28, the woman. So usually for Lenormand, I pull out the man or the woman, depending on who I'm reading for. It's a totally different kind of reading that I do with Lenormand than with tarot, for example. Because first I pick out the significator, be it a man or a woman, it depends. And then I shuffle the deck, and then I ask them to, how do they call that? Cut the deck? Yeah. They need to cut the deck in half with their left hand. And afterwards I put the cards, you know, like they cut the deck, I just take the cards and I fan them out on the table, like, you know, like a big fan, and then I ask them to pick the cards. So, and depending on, you know, how many cards there are needed, usually I usually do the Celtic cross, the Lenormand Celtic cross. It's the Lenormand Celtic cross, not the tarot Celtic cross. So, and then, you know, depending on, because there's layers, there's layers, because you have the significator. Oh, I need to go down. You have the significator, for example, and there's always one above, next to, under, and next to again, and then there's a card on top, and then you go again from above. So it's like a cross that grows bigger and bigger. That's the kind of spread that I usually do. I only did the Grand Tableau once, so I only did it once. And the thing also is that Lenormand gives away secrets. It's, I don't know how else to explain it. I can do distance readings, yes, I can do distance readings, but at the moment for Lenormand, I kind of have to say that I don't feel proficient, because it's been a while since I've actually used my Lenormand deck. That is why I want to create my own Lenormand deck while studying it. So I want to go through, because I do have a book or two in English and several in Dutch about Lenormands, because Lenormand usually bases, how should I explain this? With Lenormand you have different keywords depending on the theme. So depending if it's a love reading, work reading, health reading, well, health reading, those are kind of iffy because you kind of see things in there that you're like, I don't want to say that. So, but, and even in love readings, I mean, I had a couple when I was in my 20s, and they wanted separate love readings. And the problem was the cards just, you know, showed me, so they actually showed me, but they didn't really want me to see it, that they were both interested in someone else. And then afterwards, they tried to compare their readings, and suddenly I was the one who was trying to, you know, break them apart, but that wasn't my intention at all. They asked, you know, they asked for a reading. I gave them a reading separately because they wanted it separately. So I'm like, you know, I can only share what the cards are telling me. And at that moment, I was like, you know, should I tell them? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna tell them because, you know, I just wanted to be honest. And then they were like, oh, yes, yes, I've been thinking about that person. And, well, I met this person and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and all these things just kind of came out just because I said, well, you're with that person, but I see someone else in there. Am I correct? So I wasn't assuming that it was true, but I did ask them, like, could it be that there's someone else on your mind? I mean, if it's not, it's okay, but I kind of see someone else here. And then they both agreed, but then I'm the one, you know. So I don't really like to do readings like that anymore, you know, for separate, like a couple that comes to me separately, and yeah, readings are hard with something they don't really want to hear. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. So yeah, Lenormand cards are also not cards that I will use for, you know, pick a card a day. I do it with tarot, I do it with oracle, but I don't do it with Lenormand. So, but for these cards, you know, they give away secrets even if you don't want them to. And that kind of scared me in the beginning. But, you know, it's time to get over that fear, so that's why I want to go back to these cards and really, you know, learn them, and they look pretty good for being 17 years old. Okay, I haven't always used them, and they have been tucked in their box and stuff, but still look pretty good. Okay, so that was my Lenormand introduction, kind of. I went on and on and on about Lenormand, didn't I? Okay, so what other decks I will use? I will park that question for just a moment, because the next thing that I try to use... Oh, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, I have it here somewhere. You can keep up with all the big... Maybe. I haven't actually counted them though. This is also something that I bought in the same store where I bought this one. So this is a pendulum set. This is a pendulum set, well, pendle set in Dutch, but you kind of get the idea. This one, I have no idea where this one came from actually, because I used this one for a long time. I used this pendulum for a long time. Not sure if I'm even in focus frame thing. Okay, so how did this go again? Oh, right, okay. So you close this up, then you go to the other side. Go to the other side. I haven't used these actually. I mean, I kind of flicked through them and stuff, but I was like, I didn't have enough patience. Patience is not one of my virtues, unfortunately. But you know, this is these are pendulum and instruction cards. It gives a little bit of information. This is the back. It gives a little bit of information about, you know, what the pendulum is used for, thoughts and feelings, working with the pendulum, how to hold the pendulum. You have a mix of tarot and oracle for a grand total of 8 decks. Woohoo! Well, you know, 8 decks, it's better than just one. You can switch them around a little. So these are the kind of, you know, but usually what my mom taught me kind of like over the phone, was like, you know, a pendulum, it goes, you know, up and down, or it goes from left to right. And when it just circles around, it's like, no, don't know, or it's, you know, it can't be revealed yet, you know, things like that. That's the only things that I kind of learned. And over here there's like going in circles to the left, to the right. I mean, if you do have a kind of what should I call it? Not appointments. Like make a deal with your pendulum. Like for example, this means that, but I don't know. Kind of seems a little too much. I mean, it could be yes, no, and I don't know, or not ready to share. Those are the kind of things that, you know, that I know of. Oh my god, there's lots of explanation here, jeez. Okay, and more books to read. And then over here, okay, sorry about the card noise. Ooh. It shows signs of the of astrology, colors, planets and metals. I mean, seriously, you can go on and on. Apparently, it's been a while since I've seen this actually. Huh. The big arcana or arcana. Well, it depends. Huh? Chakras and elements, letters. If you just want to, you know, have a conversation. A compass, things, you know, and air, winter. Bach blossom. Is it like that's aromatherapy? Bach blossom? Yeah, that's aromatherapy. You have aromatherapy, number 1 and number 2. You have vitamins. You can ask questions about vitamins, minerals, natural, you know, there's lots of cards, even crystals, exercises and therapies. I mean, seriously, these cards are endless. But yeah. So anyway, that was the second thing that I tried. But I wasn't patient enough. And maybe my intuition wasn't really up to par. I don't know. But I would like to, you know, revisit the pendulum and have a bit more patience with myself. So we'll just put that to the side. Because then we have the funny story about the tarot. Let's just put it away very quickly because I like things to be back in their little spots. So a certain cat can't run away with it. So we've got Lenormand. That was a pig Lenormand. So I'll put it that way. Alright. Zip. Oh, that's too high. I need to go a bit over here. Okay, so welcome back. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. I just went over pendulum stuff. Okay, so this is a Dutch deck that's out of print. Has 80 cards called tarot. Well, it depends how you translate it. It's tarot in the restored order, or the restored order tarot. It kind of depends. The restored order tarot or tarot in the restored order. One of those two. So. And this one has 2 extra cards. The truth. 2 the major cards, 2 major arcana cards, the truth and intuition. So, and this is a book that I bought with it because it you know, because I wanted to make sure that I knew enough about, you know, those 2 cards, because those are definitely, oh, those pendulum cards. Oh, pendulum cards. Pendel sets. It's by, it's Dutch. But Ishtar Sophia. Hold on, let me just type it. Oh, well, if I would put it in a chat box, that would be awesome. Ishtar Sophia Pendel set. That's. I'm not sure. Well, maybe it's available. I don't know. I mean, I bought this when I was 18, so. You're welcome. The original box, I was kind of falling apart. I didn't want to stay closed, so I made a little box with scrapbook paper, and I put some, what's the plastic called? Sticky back plastic. And well, this one is upside down. This is actually, you know, it contains 80 cards instead of the 78 traditional decks. The original, but later removed, Big Arcana plus the Truth and minus Intuition. Apparently, it's a, what's the word? Defacation? No. Where the deck is. Ooh, I can't come up the word. I can't come up the word. Anyway. So they have this whole theory about it. I'm not gonna go into detail about this because I've went through this book several times. Stay here. It talks about the originals. You know, it goes from A to Z. It talks about history. It talks about lots of things. It's a big book, and it's small letters, and it's, you know. But anyway, and lots of books that they went through and you know, to get to the, how should I say, to get to the truth, to get through truth. So okay, there's also a little white book. I put them separate. Little white book, instructions with the tarot in the restored order. I put inside the box. Ew. Wow, this is crooked. So this one is a truth. Sorry for any nakedness. And this is intuition. They kind of look like the normal tarot. But their coloration is a little bit different. Okay, Whispering Cauldron. I'll just show a few cards because this is the first tarot deck that I ever bought. So this is the Fool. I think that's visible, kind of. Okay. The Fool, and they're very satiny kind of. So they're not completely dull. I mean, they're not very glossy, but not the opposite either. But they feel really good in my hands. But it's out of print, so it's like, should I use them? Should I not use them? So yeah, so the coloration is a little bit different, but you know, it's kind of the same deck. Although I do think that the people look a little bit friendlier. I don't know how to explain it. They look a little bit friendlier because the original Rider-Waite, I do have that too. Rider-Waite-Smith, I do have that too, but these look a little bit friendlier. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh, and the order is a little bit different too, I think. See, because, hold on. So we have the Fool. So the Fool is 0. The Magician is 1. Priestess is 2. So that order stays the same. And then you go to 3, the Emperor. So no Empress yet. No Empress yet. You go directly to the Emperor. And then you go to the Lovers, where the woman and the man are up on opposite sides of the original deck. Maybe I should do a comparison video. That would be cool. And over here, for example, instead of the 2 dudes, it's a man and a woman. So, but the well, it says priest, but it's the Hierophant is actually number 5 here. And then at number 6 you have the Empress. So it's, you know, it's a different kind of, and this kind of reminds me of the normal one, but then over here this is totally different. So, and she's not pregnant. The Empress is not pregnant. 7, the Chariot. Oh, apparently, oh, what is 6 of Cups doing here? 7 is a Chariot. which still stays the same. Welcome back. It's probably cold there. But over here it's windy. Over here it's very windy. That's why I'm still here in these clothes. I have a thermal thing on. Because I was almost overrun by a truck today, so it was like, because the wind was coming from the side and then there was a very small road and a truck came and it was a very close one. So on 8 you have the, oh my god, the Hermit. Woo. 8 the Hermit. 9 you have Justice. Did you? 10 you have the World, which normally in a normal Rider-Waite-Smith deck, that's kind of a mouthful. The World is actually the last one. So it's kind of, you know, 11 strength. I'm just going to go through the major arcana, and then I'm going to show you the card that haunted me when I first got this deck. So we've got strength card on number 11. The Hanged Man is still number 12. Yes, I think the Hanged Man is still number 12. And I think I'm going to do a comparison video of the normal Rider-Waite-Smith and the and this one. 13 is normally Death, but here it's oh, Temperance. It's Temperance. So, and over here you have Death, number 14, which also looks a little bit different than the other, than the original. And here we have the Devil. Kind of looks the same, but I thought, if I'm not mistaken, that the woman is normally on the left side, and that the male tail is on fire. I thought. The Tower, you know, the Tower stays the Tower, I mean. And it's also number 16, so that's the same. Going to go a little bit faster. The Moon is, you know, still with the 2 towers, the Krabby, and then the Wolf and the Dog. Still the same. And the Star. I'm not sure, Star. But you know, the star with a little bird and all the stars and the water and... Ah, but she's not nude. She's not completely nude here. Huh. Ah, of course. The Sun with the baby. With the creepy baby. Sun with the creepy baby that's standing on a cloud? Weird. Very weird. Yeah, it's a beautiful deck. Judgment, number 20. Also with a baby. What's it with babies? I have 21 is not the world, but the universe. So they changed the wheel with the world, and they changed the world with the universe. Apparently that is the correct order. If it's true or not, I don't know, because I haven't read the whole book. And then, okay, so the card that, sorry for the noise, the card that was haunting me when I first got this deck, and which made me decide, so I'm just going through it very rapidly, which made me decide not to do tarot for a while. You can probably see it already. Every time I pull a card, from this deck, you know, card of the day, you know, what kind of message is there for me, this is the card that popped up. I was like, I don't know, how old was I? Beginning of my 20s? I kept getting this card. Day after day, and I was just so, you know, sick of getting that same card I was like, okay, just put all those cards together, put them in a box. Well, it still had the original box. Put them in a box, put it in a closet, and don't look at tarot. So yeah. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't do any tarot. No, I didn't do any tarot in my 20s. No, no tarot whatsoever. So yes, the tarot in the restored order. I tried to see a few years ago if they still sold these, but they didn't. I haven't actually checked to see if, but you know, if once it's out of print, I think it's always out of print. Okay, what I did do is, so hold on, from there, okay, oracle cards. Yay! These are Doreen Virtue. I'm not gonna go into Doreen Virtue, right, wrong, I don't know. I'm gonna go into that, but for me it's just the cards, the messages on the cards. When I needed, you know, a positive, something positive or something, you know, like little hints, like maybe you can do this, or you know, something rather soft and sweet. Yeah, I am very lucky. Because I didn't actually buy it in a metaphysical store, I bought it in a normal bookstore. So, so I do like to pull one of these once in a while. Oh, wow, that's, oh, my camera's crooked. So, and these are oracle, goddess oracle cards in Dutch, of course. This is just a thank you for buying these cards. Ah, the controversy of Kali. Oh god, let's not start there either. But you know, it has the name of the goddess. It has, you know, a subject. It has little bit of text. All in Dutch, of course. Medicine woman, you're a channel for godly healing power. So, and it also has a little booklet with some explanation. So, you know, if I feel like, like I don't want to be confronted with the tarot, but I do want a message or some like little sign, I usually go for these kind of oracle cards. These are just, you know, two kinds. There's like goddess and then there's archangels, oracle of the archangels. I do have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, wisdom of the oracle, angel answers, angel healing things. So yes, sometimes when I want a little message, I usually take one of these. I still do that. I started with it when I was in my 20s, but I still do that. Let's put those to the side. And then what I did do is I bought the Angel Tarot cards, also from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. These are like, I want more introspection. But I want to use a spread. I'm trying to, you know, put my Dutch words into English, so they're gilded and they have a specific smell. They still have the new card smell, even though I've used them. I've used them quite because you can actually see some chipping. See, oh, a little bit of the gilding comes off a little bit, but this is this goes with the elements, so water, air, fire, earth, and the images are not quite clear. But sometimes I just need to, you know, how do they call it? Path working? You know, that you like go into the card. So sometimes, you know, this is if I need a hug from the tarot. If I need a hug from the tarot and I have a problem, I usually do a 3-card spread. Like, what's the cause of the problem? What can I do about it now? And how can I, you know, how will it resolve in the future, kind of. So, yeah. These are my Hug Tarot cards. That's just because I know that the sound of putting cards on my desk carries. So I'm going to do it very silently. There's a little booklet in here. I also have the Angel Tarot book thing on my computer, just in case I need some more information. And you know, I also like to work sometimes with angels for some extra healing, not only for myself but also for others, and or give people a little bit more hope and positivity and etc. Done? Ah, right, okay. So, okay, in 2017, wow, okay, I've been talking for at least 40 minutes already. Whew, okay, so, a picture of myself. I started back on my tarot journey again. I did a course, kind of course with someone, you know, on how to read the tarot cards, use your intuition, etc., etc. Hold on, let me just put that and that. Maybe this way. Or maybe I may just need to zoom out. Hold on, I'll just zoom out one. Okay. So it will take a moment to affect my own screen, actually. So this is a box that I made. That I made on an online stream, actually, an online art stream. Yeah, I made this one on an online art stream. I used this to put the original Rider-Waite deck, Rider-Waite Smith. People always forget the Smith. And this is just the normal one. So he advised, the person who did the course advised us to have the normal one. So this is just, you know, the normal bland, original kind of with original coloring tarot deck. So how do they call it? The yellow box edition or something? I think it's something called like that. But yeah, I kind of decorated this box on an art stream. Yeah. And that's where I put my normal deck in. I also have a smaller version of this. I have a mini version of this that I use on my altar. My altar is over there. It's very beginner altar. Just, you know, representations for the 4 elements, and you know, just a tiny little cauldron. Because I don't have a cauldron, I don't have an athame, I don't have a wand yet. I keep searching for it, but anyway. And then the deck that was actually calling to me was the Green Witch Tarot, but I couldn't use it for that course because it looks differently, and you know, depending on how the card looks, depending on what's on the cards, the definition or the meaning of the card changes, which is not the case with Lenormand. Okay, really, can I get a box open? Okay. I put a picture of myself on there. Let's put that to the side. Because this is, you know, and I also put it in a little scarf because I do love these cards. But I haven't used them in almost a year, I think. Ah, the Green Witch Tarot. It is so pretty. Oh my god. It's so pretty. Juggling too many things. Coming home, but there's no one there. And even if someone is alone. The Page of Wands. He's learning his stuff. He's the Wheel of the Year. Ah, this is a beautiful deck. Seriously, very beautiful deck. And you know, it was when I was starting to get more interested in witchcraft and paganism, and I don't really know what to call myself, so I'm like, you know, witchy pagan kind of. I'm still figuring it out. So, but yes, these are the kind of cards, and I think that is what was kind of calling to me, because you know, This is my significator for this tarot. The Queen of Wands. Oh. But yes, so this was a deck that I wanted to learn with, but I haven't, because I was too busy focusing on that one. I'm pointing at the original, because that's the only one I could actually use for the lessons. Well, you know, you could use other ones, but the problem was the meaning kind of changed, and etc, etc. So let's put them back where they belong. But maybe I could, you know, check these out again, because they're very pretty, and I love these, and I'm not doing it right. Come on. Sort of like this. I will do it properly again. Oh, that's kind of okay. I put my picture on there. My energy. And that's the book of it. And I do find it interesting that, you know, in almost every card there's an animal or an insect, or, you know, there's all these tiny little details that can, you know, tell, depending on where your eye falls on, you know, it kind of, it gives some extra dimension. Okay. Okay, so let's put that away. What that is? Oh, right. Let's put. I hope that isn't in the screen thing. Let me take a little sip. Let me take a little sip. Surf and slurp. Oh boy. Oh, that was needed. So, my idea is, whoop, my pen case almost fell on my tea. So, let me put this. I think I need to zoom out now again, because otherwise I won't be able to show. Zip. Totally zoomed out. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't keep all my tarots in a scarf, but, you know, the special ones, you know, because the Greenwich Tarot, it doesn't come with this, well, it has like a box where the cards are like in the card box and the book is on top of it, but it doesn't actually have like a specific box to put it in, so I just put it in a plastic little container with my scarf. I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to wrap my head for a moment. Well, okay, hold on. Yeah, you're gonna see this little cart being moved around. Sorry. Because I'm gonna grab. Okay, so these two are the English books that I have. Well, I do have some electronic versions, but hold on, let me put this. Lenormand. These are two. I think this is kind of in frame. These two are the books that I have. The Essential Lenormand by Rana George and the Complete Lenormand Oracle Handbook by Caitlin Matthews. I can actually show it on my desk. Wonderful. Yay. Okay, these are the two that I have in English. But because my native language is Dutch. Hold on. Moving. Oh, and there is my my book of magic for beginners. Oh, stay there. Okay. So I've got a few more books, of course. Oh, that's not the only. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. That's not the only. Hold on. Yep. Okay, got it. Whew. Okay. Zoom. This is the, hold on, this is not going to look like this. So these are the two English ones. We've seen those. This is apparently more academical, I've heard people say. And this is, see, for example, 35 key. key. What does it say key or why does it say anchor? Hold on. That's not good. Oh, sorry. It's the number. It's me, it's the number. But see, you have like, in future it means this. Depending on a woman or a man, it means this. You have physically, then you have work. If it's concerning about work, it means this. If it's concerning about love, that. If it's concerning health, body and spirit, it means this. So money, time, advice or action, orientation, objects and areas. It's different than a tarot. I'm not sure how else to explain it. Because my Dutch is in the way. I'm not, yeah, the way that I'm trying to explain it in Dutch and then kind of translate to English, and that doesn't really work because those are two different languages, obviously. But you know, it's more based on categories, so you kind of like, you know, you're like, okay, this question goes into that category, and that's why, and that's how it relates. I think I will need to read a bit up more so I can explain it better, if you know what I mean. Tarot cards, I mean, just like, oh, I see a bird there, or oh, this flower speaks to me, or with Lenormand, it doesn't really work like that. So, okay, my first original book that I ever had, Laying Cards with Lenormand. Erna Droesbeke is a known author over here that does, because I've got several books of hers actually. Erna Droesbeke? No, that's Christian Winner. Oh, Erna Droesbeke. And Erna Droesbeke. So, this is a book that I've actually used a lot. You can kind of see it's yellowed because this is also one that I bought when I was 18. So, and this one I found secondhand. Yeah, this one I found secondhand, and this one I found secondhand. It has, I think it has some water damage, but it still works. And I paid 11. Yeah, see, it has some water damage, but you know, it still works. So has some. Anyway, these are like books in Dutch that go deeper into the matter of, you know, how you can ask questions and answer these questions. This is more like a workbook. So I'm gonna have to go into those a bit more specifically before I can actually start, you know, with the study. And then the big Lenormand game. I have no idea what the big Lenormand actually is. Let's see the index. Is there an index? That's oh my goodness. Erna Droesbeke. Oh, Tarot of Isis. I have that one too, but it's not actually a tarot. It's also 36 cards. So with normal playing cards. It's like cartomancy, flower oracle. Oh, she did a lot of Tarot of Isis cards. Oh, and that one is the book then, apparently. So yeah, there's quite a few Dutch authors that also go into the metaphysical, but you kind of need to find them sometimes. Oh, it doesn't have an index. Really? It doesn't have an index. That's weird. Shouldn't every... It just says, who is Mademoiselle Lenormand? Maybe there's an index over there. Index at the back. Okay. It's one of the older books, I think, because normally the index is at the front, but who is Madame Lenormand? The teachers of Madame Lenormand, how it's been composed. Then you have the 5 series. Whoa. Even about Trojan War, alchemy. Oof. Wow. I'll have to dive deeper into this one because It looks a little bit different though. Yeah, it does look different because I don't recognize these images. I don't recognize these images at all. Huh. Anyway. By the way, my neighbor just came home, so if you hear some noise in the background, that is because my neighbor is making noise in the hallway. Right, okay, let's put those books. This one is one of the recent ones that well, recent ones, like 4 years ago. Also, you know, but this is from a different author, Christian Renner. Christian Renner. A practical self course, or whatever you want to call it. Can you give an example of reading a card? Can you give an example of reading a card? Let me think, because it's been a while. Hold on. I think the best to do is with a dog, because a dog is a dog. Or mice, even. Mice. Depending on where the mice are, because you know, there's like this little riddle. I hope I'm holding it high enough. There's this little riddle. Mice. The mice come to say that, translate, theft has been done. You may get it back, or maybe you don't. So mice always have to do with, you know, with things that will get, you know, that you will lose. It could be that you lose them, or that someone steals them. So, and that depends on the surrounding cards. It could be, for example, that you have the snake. Hold on. The snake, because that's also a woman. Oh, where is she? Here she is. So, for example, it's a woman, but you have to be careful. So it's in conjunction. It's like you combine them. So you have to be careful losing something, and then to this person, for example, because that person isn't honest. Because that one will, you know, once you turn your back, that person will just stab you in the back. So it depends. Like, for example, so you. This is not easy. Okay. So my intuition now tells me it's like a story. And also depending on the question that has been asked and stuff. So you lose something. So it could be like you lost, or that someone steals it. Depends. But then this woman is here, so that's the person responsible for you losing something, and that can lead to a how should I say this? Not death per se, but it's not the same like in tarot, like a transformation. That's not the case. It depends on, because there are also, for example, cards. There are also cards above. There are also cards above, for example. So it could be that the heart, the love of someone dies, or that you get sick, or that you can. So because if the tree was here, the tree concerns health, and depending on where the tree and the health is, it's, you know, it's a story that relates, and depending the cards that surround it, the story becomes different. It's not easy to kind of explain this on the go, but I hope it's a little bit. Does that answer your question a little bit? Because, oh, I still see myself waving around with the cards. Is that kind of answering your question about the... So, and it doesn't matter how the the coffin looks like. It doesn't matter. Some people are very, for example, where's the fox? The fox, the fox, the fox, the fox, where are you? Fox. It's probably gonna be totally here's the fox. Fox, for example. It can be a person. Fox, be careful. The fox is witty and sneaky. Do not trust lightly who is around you. So, oh, there's a little dirt on my card. Go away. So you need to be careful, and some people do like that their fox, you know, is for example, this is like a mother fox that lets her little fox babies eat a bird. So you can actually see that the fox is not just, you know, oh, little fox and cute and stuff. No, in this case, the fox is not cute. In this case, the fox is something to be vigilant about. This could also be a person. This could also be a person that is, you know, trying to look, trying to be your best friend, trying to be in your good graces, telling you all the things you want to hear, but is talking about your back and telling bad things about you that aren't even true. Do I read by intuition? Mostly, yeah. But since I don't really trust my intuition at the moment, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends. But I do want to get to the nitty-gritty of the meaning of the cards, so that I can, you know, so that I can use that knowledge with my intuition. If that is making any sense. I mean, I feel sometimes like I'm just being too basic, you know? So that I could go deeper. And I want to, you know, I want to learn how to, you know, go deeper, be more accurate, be more specific, you know, being able to give more details, being able to combine cards into, you know, the story that is, you know, unfolding in front of me, and, you know, hopefully help people, help myself, help others. So, yeah, that is why I want to, you know, go through the books, and as I'm studying, I want to make my own cards. And I've been thinking, because there's a way to just use these cards, you know, these are just playing cards, never opened, so they're fresh new batch. I've had these for years though, so it's a wonder it's not falling apart, but you know, because for example, this one is the 9 of, what's the word? Is it clovers? Oh, clovers? Yeah, because the other is spades, is clovers. Okay. So you could just, you know, pick the 9 of clovers and put number 14 on it, but then it's just, you know, what does 14 mean? And you don't really have the picture. So what I was thinking, because I used to, these are other love and working and etc, etc. Let's just put that aside because we've been busy for an hour already. What I did is, I have these, I bought these decks, hold on, these are just, I think these are bridge ones, so a little bit broader, I think, yeah, they're a little bit broader, wider, wider, oh, clubs, oh, those are clubs, okay, sorry, see, I still have some issues with the translations, so 99 cents, just, you know, in a dollar store, 99 cents. And the backs is money, you know, 20 euros, 500 euros. So what I was thinking, because I've used a few of these already, let me just, so the backs I just leave like this because it kind of it shuffles better. So I just leave, and you know, you could actually use these as, you know, for attracting money. I don't know, prosperity, attracting money. I used colored paper on top with double-sided tape. Double-sided tape. But after a while, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm not sure. I'm probably in my own shade. You can see these lines here. This is where the tape is, and this is where the tape isn't. So I've been thinking, because I don't have enough cards of I don't have enough cards in the same color. I could sort them out, you know, with the purple ones and the blue ones. That I can do, but I still don't have enough cards in the same color. So what I'm planning to do is I'm thinking of putting white paper on top of this, where I draw my symbols on what I would draw my symbols on. For example, a symbol of, that's not a good example because I couldn't see the translation. I couldn't think of the translation, so we'll take another one. The child, for example, the child. So in theory the cards will be a little bit wider, so I can put, like, for example, this is the crap. So you can put the cartomancy on it, and you can put a little child, but all I will do is use a little child. I mean, I won't go and put the garden behind it, because then it could be the garden, and you know, I want to see in one glance what the card is, not be like, oh wait, is it the garden, is it the child, is it the road, because there's a road, you know. So I just want it to be simple, almost iconic, not completely iconic, but. So I think I'm going to put white paper. I don't have any white paper available here at the moment, but put white paper on top so I won't see, you know, where I put the tape. So glue that on there. Maybe just leave a little bit of the edge so that I have like a little border. That's what I'm, you know, kind of brainstorming about. And then put, not this card obviously, but put the card thing here, put a little girl or a little fox or a little book. I still try to think of, it's kind of interesting. I do think that I want the book open, so that way, if the book is open, that the secret will come to light. Because if the book is closed, then the secret is kind of, you know, then the secret can maybe stay hidden, and I don't want the secrets to remain hidden. So I'm gonna draw an open book, a dog, things like that. But I'm gonna do it in phases. I'm just going to, you know, draw a card. It's not like I'm going to draw all the cards. So I'm gonna go through one card at a time, and the first card is the rider, which I've put, I have no idea where. Ah, here it is, the rider. So the first card, blah, blah. I've spoken English too long. The first card that I'm going to do is a rider. Well, actually, the history of kind of the system. So that's like the pre-card. The pre-card is the history of the system. That is what I would like to do first, and then go through each card, and then, you know, what it means in, you know, concerning this theme, and excuse me. Anyway, that was my thought process. I'm not sure if people are interested in that or not, or I don't know. I mean, I'm going to do it for myself anyway, so might as well, I don't know, make a video about it. Maybe not specifically a live stream, because maybe it would just be easier to just, you know, make a video about it, like, okay, this is the kind of oracle deck, this is how it works, what's the theory behind it, etc, etc. Well, theory, how it's been made. Okay, Let's just put this back where it belongs. So yes, because the thing is, if you take normal playing cards, there's not enough space to write on. That's the problem. Well, let me pick out, because I know this one has been opened. There's not... Oh, that's a joker. Right, okay. I don't need a joker right now. Oh. Joker. Well, yeah, well, here there's enough space, but if you go further and further, where are you gonna write on? I mean, you could put a little border, like a little square there with a number, but you can't really put the image there. Might need to brainstorm that on a little bit further. But I do think that, you know, a normal deck like this, because that's actually just what I used, you know, to put it's the same backing. I put colored things on it, but I don't like to see the tape that's been used. So I think I might just put something white on top of it with some sticky glue, normal glue, like Pritt or Uhu stick, or you can buy larger decks on eBay. Oh, I do have a large. Let me just. Oh, is it in this box? No, it's in the other one. My cat's probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I do have the Jumbo Poker game. That only cost me €1. Have them all? Yeah, I have them all. Those are huge. So they're like twice the size. Kind of twice the size. Cost me Jumbo Poker game cost me €1. But what if you want to do a large tableau? Large tableau is 36 cards that you need to fit on a table. You will need a very, very big table to put these cards on, because I tried to play solitaire, and with these, it was a pain in my butt. Let's just put it that way. It was a pain in my butt. So I mean, for study purposes, this could be good for study purposes. That way you can, you know, have the big cards for study purposes, maybe, yeah. But if you really want to, you know, use it as an, you know, as a system, I would go for these smaller ones, because if you have to put 36 cards, my table is not that big enough. And I mean, I do have a large table over there, but it's gonna be like, okay, wait, that one is connected to that one, and that one is over that one, and it's gonna be a little bit too big, I think. But you know, I just want to keep in mind the grand tableau of 36 cards. Alrighty, that was my divination journey, and some rambling about Lenormand. Lots of rambling. Hey, Jen. Yes, you caught me. I've been rambling on and on. Oh boy. My desk is a mess because I've got everything. I've got all the things. All the things on my desk. And the only thing that I find very annoying is that my big light comes from behind me, and so it shows what was I gonna say? It shows a shade of my shoulder and arm, and the only thing I find very annoying. I do have a lamp over here, but then it will just be too much light on my desk, and I will just blind everyone. Wait, what is this one? Goes in there. So yes, let's just put some things away. Yes, it's very exclusive today. We don't have a lot of people. But I don't mind, because, you know, if there were too many people, I'll be like, oh, I can't follow chat. And then I'll be stressing about that. I used to do live streams, RT live streams, but I didn't show my face, first and foremost. And secondly, I can't fit that. What sucks? Okay. And secondly, you know, when you're painting or bookbinding, you just can't follow chat. It's impossible. It's impossible. Right? Okay, Lenormand. So, yeah, and this one, I just want to check how these look, because I haven't opened these. Will you open? Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, it's been a while since I've streamed, and you know, I'm very glad that my face is like very tiny for me to see right now. So let's see. What the? What's that plastic thing doing there? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, see, even the plastic comes off of it right now. Ooh, that's not good. I hope it's not the same with the cards. Oh no. Oh no. A bad troll. Can't you just like block that one? I mean, I don't have any trolls. Well, no, I don't have any trolls. But I used to stream on Ustream, and you know, that was different. This is the second time I'm streaming on YouTube. Last time was like 11 months ago or something. Hold on. Switch to troll, which is not good. My favorite deck. Oof. My favorite deck. Brand Jimbo Poker. It's from Libra. I don't think it has a brand. Jimbo Poker game. Jimbo Poker game. Wait, is there something below the sticker? Yeah. My favorite deck. Oh, seriously? Come on. Nope. There's nothing below it. I thought maybe there was some kind of brand below it, but no. It's a Dutch, Libra is a Dutch, whatchamacallit, dollar store? Invitation only. Yeah, invitation only. Yeah, but you can actually do that. You can actually just, you know, have like a, what was it again? That it's not hidden, but it's like only people who have the link. Yeah, exactly. Or do private and share the link with those on Skype. Yeah, exactly. What was I going to do? I was going to do something. I was going to... Oh, my favorite deck. Was it? Yeah, favorite deck. Favorite deck. Oh, here we go. At this moment... My favorite deck at the moment. Well, no, actually, not completely. Hold on. Uh-oh, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, here. No. No. But, oh my goodness. Seriously. I would lose my head. If it wasn't attached, I would lose it. Okay, so let's put these to the side over there. Books. My cat is very quiet. Normally you would have see my cat and he'd be like, ooh, interesting cables, let's buy those. I think he's tired. Okay, let's put that over there. Okay, right. I've been using this one since I bought it in February. Yeah, I've been using this one. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirits. It's beautiful and so soft. I mean, I love these cards. I mean, they seem to speak. Yes, I have a demon cat. I have a demon cat. My arms are proof. But these cards, you know, kind of, and yeah, they have this feeling, this, not sure how to describe it. It's like intuitively they talk to me in a way. Intuitively they you know, these two were the last two cards that I pulled, the bat and the fish, and it was spot on. I do sometimes need the book, so I first look at the card and you know, and check it out, but then I, you know, I go to the book to see, you know, to bring it in balance. And when I look at the book and see what needs to be put in balance and how you can do that, it's actually spot on. So I'm still kind of learning it, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous. I do have the Wild Unknown Tarot, but at the moment I'm not really vibing with that yet. So what I did vibe with yesterday was so funny. The cards that I pulled yesterday, I was just like, let's open these up and, you know, pull a few cards and see what it says. Right, okay, so that one, let's pull a few cards and see what it says. It was so funny, seriously. I had to laugh when I saw these cards. Nope, not yet. I've shuffled since then, so okay. And then no, yeah, okay. I've shuffled since then, so I had to kind of pull them again. The ones that I pulled yesterday. These two were together, and that one was the last one. So the first one that I got was the Spring Equinox. Wait, what? Judy! Oh my god! Hi! Yes, yes. I may be known to the art people as Little Phantom, but now Moon Tiger. And to, she's the only one who can call me that, Tangerine. Tangerine can call me Moon Tiger Sloth. So this was the first card yesterday. Spring Equinox, like rebirth. I'm like, yes, that's right around the corner. Thank you very much for reminding me. And over here, it's been very stormy. We've got winds of 60 to 120 kilometers per hour. Wind! I was like, really? Are you serious? So these two together came out and it was like, oh my god, really? Are you laughing with me or something? And then this one, Desert Vision Quest, that's still something that I kind of need to, it calls for a bit more of meditation, which I haven't been doing lately. I haven't really been doing that, so it's like, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, do it again please. So those were the cards that I pulled yesterday. So yeah, so that's why, you know, that I suddenly had something like, okay, these cards are apparently like, hello, we're in sync now. You can use this again. Because I couldn't really vibe with them at the beginning. I don't know why. There was something that wasn't really vibing yet. We weren't on the same wavelength or something, or I wasn't ready. That could be the same. That could be the same. But yes, pretty cards. Very pretty cards. So yes, those are the two decks that I have been using. And oh, what I am going to use. Oh, that box just fell open and the cards are everywhere. The Gilded Tarot. I wanted something that's Rider-Waite based, but not with the ugly colors. Not with the ugly colors. I think most people have seen this deck and know this deck. It's from the Easy Tarot box. Easy Tarot box. Hold on. So you buy it as a excuse me. You buy it as a pack. The Easy Tarot, and it has the cards of the Gilded Tarot. It even has Daily Spread and the Celtic Cross Spread. But also, that's the Tarot Celtic Cross Spread, but it's also differently again. Because the normal Celtic Cross Spread is 10 cards. I see people chatting. Go and chat amongst yourselves. This is the card I pulled yesterday, by the way. After I, after I had asked Lunaya on Skype to, to befriend her. I got the 3 of Cups. Yay! Party! So I was like, that's good, okay. That's the card that I caught yesterday. So yeah, concerning the tarot, I'm gonna try these for the moment. It's Rider-Waite based, but it's a little bit more modern. So yes, that's gonna be my working deck for the moment, together with the Earth Magic over here, and where did I put it? The Animal Spirit. And if I need a hug, the Goddess. Yes, it is the Gilded Tarot. It is. It says so on the box. The Gilded Tarot by, how not to butcher this person's name, Ciro Marchetti. So yeah, it is the Gilded, but they put it in a box, and maybe the cardstock is a little bit differently. And it has the book by Josephine Eller-Shaw, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it also has a big fold out. It has a very big fold out with the Celtic Cross spread and card positions, what they mean. And that's, yeah. It's you also have the whatchamacallit? Oh, the deck we both got, Carol. Oh my god. The Chrysalis Tarot. Whew. Wow, that was far. That's also a box with the deck in a box. And you also get a spread and book. The Chrysalis Tarot. Maybe I can do some walkthroughs or flip-throughs. Is it a walkthrough or a flip-through of a of some decks? Because, like, for example, the Restored Order Tarot is different, a little bit different than most decks, and I'm not sure if there's actually a lot of people having the deck, but I don't want to make people like, oh, but I want the deck. So, you know. Okay, so yes, this is going to be my live stream for today. Oh, I pulled it from somewhere. Where did I pull it from? I think from there, but I'm not sure. I kind of, you know, put some decks over there. So I'm trying to see that I can... okay, those are books. Books go over there because that's the Lenormand thing over there. Then we've got the... I also pulled cards for today, but I still need to kind of check and see what they're about because I didn't have any time because I had an appointment today, so... Pagan Lenormands go over there. Normal Lenormands goes with that one. Okay, so yes, I'm going to study up on the theory behind Lenormands and share my thoughts on how I see it, how I, you know, maybe I already kind of did because it's a different system. And then, you know, start with card 1 and look into the books, look at my own, you know, what I remember of the usage of the deck. So, yes. Ah, spring. Yeah, it's very windy here, so my hair is kind of like... but yes, I hope that I hope that shoot, I forgot my train of thought. Well, that's not good. It's not good at all. Anyway, I think I'm going to kind of like end the live stream. Oh, so are you going to make your deck on lives? See, that's what I'm not sure about yet. I'm not sure about it because on one side, wouldn't it be better to just make videos? I don't know. I mean, I could talk about the card, you know, the meaning of the card and things that I found about the card. What do you guys think? Because I'm a bit torn, to be honest. I'm not sure if I should do it live or just make pre-recorded videos and put them online like that. I should have a think about that. It could be a way to learn more about the card, but then I will also kind of will be, you know, focused on my desk. Well, I was kind of focused on my desk today too. I didn't really, you know, look a lot at the camera for the face. So, oh, thank you, Judy. And you know, you don't really actually have to do it on cards if you on cards if you don't want to. So, I mean, you could just do it on a little piece of paper. I mean, just have a piece of paper the size, and you can just laminate it later, or put some cardboard on it, or you know, well, it will make it a little bit hard to shuffle, but in a way, you know, when you do the fan, if you it could work, but you could just also do it on paper, or these are very glossy. I mean, even ballpoint pen would have a hard time with this. It's like extremely glossy. It's almost like a mirror. So I think that I'm going to, you know, just use some glue stick, some printer paper, put it on top of the colored sides. I'll just have to figure out which colors I want to use because there's 36 cards, and I don't really want, you know, the borders to be all too different. So yeah, business card size and laminate. Yeah. Rough them up a little with nail file. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, mean, seriously, it's like... I did try it. I do have a box of other cards, but I used gesso on them. And now they don't slide at all anymore. So if you want to shuffle, it's like... just get stuck. So you do kind of need, you know, at least one side that's fairly smooth so you can actually shuffle. Because if you don't, you're like, yeah. And it's like, no, doesn't want to move. So that's why I'm going to leave these. And you know, for me it's kind of like inviting in prosperity. Ooh, that's good. But then I'll just have to figure out a way to make it accessible. You know, accessible at the right time. I can usually only stream in, well, I can stream in the mornings, but that would be night for you, so that, you know, because I'm at 6 hours or more ahead, so it's kind of like, you know, if you know what I mean. So if people do lives at around 7 p.m. their time, I'm already in bed, because it's 1 a.m. at least. And if I am online when people do lives at 7 p.m., it's because I already had my first sleep. I'm like, okay, let's watch a little bit of the live, and then, you know. So I'll just have a little think on which cards, but I think I might actually use these. I actually, well, they were normally made to make affirmation cards, you know, or inspiration cards, so, but I might just combine, I think if I combine the blue and the purple color, I have 36. Because there's, yeah, I have 36, and 36 is actually all you need. So unless of course you want an extra male or an extra female, because that wasn't normally done, but now with the diversity, you know, with bisexual relationships and things, so it's kind of a little bit different. They did that in the pagan one. They did that in the pagan Lenormand. There's 1 man and 3 women. So I'm like, hello, where's the second man? There's like a man missing. There are, it's quite funny. There's so many women, but there's hardly any men in there. Hold on, where is it? 29 and 28. Or maybe he can be seen as a man. Okay, hold on. Yes, you can do it. You can you can make the jumbo one. It depends if you want to do the large, you know, the large. Oh my God, the grand tableau. And then, so that depends. Well, see, so you've got a woman and a woman. Well, I guess then this is a man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, see the Adam's apple. That's a man, and that's a man. I was kind of confused with the long hair. But see, there's 2 men. Yeah, I think that's a man. And 2 women. So yes, these are pretty cards, but sometimes there's too much stuff going on. And I'm like, I mean, it's pretty, but sometimes I think for me, for learning, it's going to be better if I just put simple symbolism, and take it from there. And now I need to, oops. I missed something. Yes, you better get moving on your first stream, lady. I mean, I did it. I was nervous as hell, but I did it. Still breathing. And OBS does work. OBS does work if you kind of put your, you know, if you kind of press the live button in YouTube. It doesn't mean because you're live on OBS that you're actually live on YouTube. So it's like, wait, I'm live there. Wait, why doesn't it go live? Alright, okay, let's scroll back for a moment. Yeah, I think dollar stores would have the big ones, the big jumbo cards, and like it cost me €1, so that's nature color meanings along with some art. Carol, I'm not very versed in tarot yet either. I mean, I did do a course, but it wasn't really my kind of course at some moments. I kept being stuck with you know, with, oh, it means this, this, and this, instead of letting my intuition guide me. So I don't know why that happened, but okay, I'll make live streams. Okay, I'll just have to figure out a little bit of schedule, to see, because I do need to read up a little bit about you know, the oracle itself. So I'll do some research on that. Yes, outdoor streams and gardens and herbs. Yeah, maybe I was, because after a while I was like, the cards aren't talking to me anymore. What's going on? It's like I couldn't see it anymore. It was like, okay, 6 of Wands, okay, man on a horse, victory, but that one behind him is, you know, I felt like I was reciting instead of using my intuition. So that's why I don't really like to use the Rider-Waite-Smith anymore for, you know, the basic one for readings, because it just throws me off. I can't seem to see it. And I do use them for my altar. I do use them for my altar to put, you know, like the card of the month, and that one is on my altar, and also the Fool from Moonshine. Also the Fool from Moonshine is on there. That's totally different. It's a program I follow. Ooh, okay. It's giving me a warning. It's 6:45. I've been on for an hour, and oh my god, how many minutes? So I'm going to go offline, and I will let you know about the study of Lenormand, or Lenormand in French, on how I'm going to do that. So I'll just brainstorm a little, and maybe, I don't know, 1 card a week, depending on, you know, if I can get the studying done in a week, because lots of other things going on, and I would also like to do like comparison with the tarot, and yeah, etc. Yeah, when I'm not feeling well, I don't touch the cards, except for maybe if I want like a gentle message, then I sometimes grab my angel oracle cards, like, help me, please, give me a message, a positive message. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But usually at some point. Okay. You're welcome. I hope it wasn't too rambly. I was only going to go on for an hour. And suddenly, we're almost 2 hours later. Okay, so I'm going to shut my pie hole. And I will talk to you guys on your channels and chat stuffies and all the kind of things. It was very nice to see you, Judy. It's been a long time. We want to see more of you. get some cards and some paper, some glue by next week and be ready. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, now I need to find how I stop this thing. It's gonna be a journey on itself. Oh yes, hug everyone's channel. Hug everyone's channel and like the stuffies and do the things. Okay, oh, how do I stop this? How do I stop this? Ooh, my stream status is bad. Stopping stream over there. Okay. Bye. It doesn't stop.